Do you want to see a federal election sooner or later?
Sooner, hopefully. It seems that politics in Canada are a little bit stagnant right now, and hopefully we can stick a spoon in there and swirl it up.
I don't particularly want to see it sooner. I'm fine. I'm fine when the election happens, whenever it happens.
The less elections, the better. Hopefully they can get along with one another. We have to go again in 2025. I just as soon not go in 2024.
I think maybe sooner. I think there are a few things that need to be changed. It would be nice if they could be addressed as soon as possible. I think that a lot of the people who are in power right now are saying a lot of the right things, but not really doing anything about it. It's mostly talk, it seems. And it almost seems like there's not a whole lot of thought being put into it. So I'd like to see more initiative, I guess.
I would say sooner. I think we're ready for change in Canada. Yeah.
Sooner. So we need a change. It's time for change, and I think it's very important that for people like me and the rest of the community to voice our opinion and say that it is time for a change, and I think change is going to be good.
I would say probably sooner than later, definitely based on the way inflation's been going. Now, I'm a liberal at heart, to say the least, but it seems that we might need a little shift in the government right now. But that's just my opinion, right? But yeah, I do think sooner than later probably be better.
Later. I think Trudeau's doing a good job.
That's all true.
That's it, yeah, I think he's doing fine, yeah. It could be a lot worse.
Right now, I think I'd like to see one sooner, just because I feel like there's a lot that could be done to change things that are going on in the country. But I also am like, I don't know a whole lot about what's on the go either. So right now, I think it would be nice to see one sooner, but I'm also content to wait until the election time is done.
Today. We want one today, because we need to get rid of the Prime Minister, Trudeau. Because the country is going downhill. There's more that can be done, that's not being done, and our provincial government and our federal government is letting us down.
I think it's about time, isn't it? I think, not that we have many good options, but I think it is time to, at the very least, shake up the ruling party with the idea of an election, at the very least.
The sooner we can have a federal election and get rid of what's going on, the government we have in now, the better.
Yeah, right now Trudeau is really down in the polls, but I really don't like to see Polyev going into. If we have an election now, it looks like the PCs will get in, and I don't like to. I'd like for Jagmeet Singh to get in as a leader of the whole country, but unfortunately he hasn't got the party to support him. So I'd have an election now. I think it'd be a waste of money. I think you got to wait for a little while until you're make sure that you're electing the right people into politics, into the offices that are out there.
It's a good question. I would say I think we need to see a federal election sooner, because I think we need to there's a lot of important issues that are happening around affordability, cost of living, inflation. I think we have to have a serious public policy discussion on how we grow Canada's economy. I think there's a lot of uncertainty with where the direction the country is going. And I think if we're not seeing the clear vision from all three party leaders, how are we going to look at building a future for Canadian citizens that our families can be proud of?
Good question. Not sure. Why aren't you sure? The options aren't very good. So, more like the devil you know as opposed to the devil you don't know.
I'd rather sooner.
Why?
Because we need to have a good government that would actually help for the people who need it the most.
Okay. And you?
I believe the same. We need to fix everything in this world, in this country.
Sooner.
Why?
It's just time for a change, just to see what people think.
Later.
Why?
I'm content with the balance of power for the time being, with the work that the two parties, the NDP and the Liberals, are doing. I'm content with status quo. I don't like change just for the sake of change because you could very well wind up with something worse.